feeling a bit rubbed raw. But guess who? Guess where? In my car. I'm chilling. I wanted to show y'all what it was looking like, but nobody's here. Yeah, she's looking clean. She's looking good. And I got new decals. The 4x4 decals. Because, you know, couldn't do the same ones that I had before. They're aftermarket and they were discontinued. Hey, on Darius, greetings. Yeah, I got my car back finally. She is back. And the damage was pretty bad. Pretty extensive. It was like scraped up from like here all the way to the light. And they replaced the light. Because that bitch was looking rough. Yeah, so there we go. Ugh. I got shit that I kept in my rental. This is like all my birthday gifts. And I kind of don't feel like having them in my room. It's just stuff. I fucking hate just having stuff. Especially big stuff that takes up space in a place I don't have that much space in. Just fucking stuff. Oh. Yeah, I'm not feeling my best right now. I'll be honest. But my car is good. My car is fine. And I'm making dinner. In like T-minus like 5 minutes. We're going to start dinner immediately, really. Oh man, I'm thinking about doing a video, like not live, because I got some thoughts. I thought I would have thoughts about the funeral after going to the funeral. Not so much. I have more thoughts about going back home and interacting with my family. Whew. All right. Greetings, y'all. What's up? We're about to make dinner. You missed my car. I got my car back. I was in a hit and run, not a spicy ass month ago, and she's looking a lot better. Yeah, I had to get my door replaced, and that whole side repainted. And so she's looking good. She's looking very much the way that I bought her. Lindsay, hi. Greetings. Yeah, I was in a hit or run a month ago, and I just got my car back today. And I had to pay for the fucking deductible. Very annoying, because the claim isn't in my name. Me and the what do you call the person that's at fault? The claim holder? Because I'm not I have insurance, like a very similar plan to the other person, but they're the person that has the claim, and so I'm not able to go onto the portal and look at, what's your name? Finn, Fin. Yeah, I got to the collision place and they were like, yeah, that'll be $500. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck? What do you mean? The claim isn't in my name, so I'm not even able to see any of the information pertaining to it. Mr. Marcus, hi. Am I the person that you know with pretty feet? That's wild. Kyla, hi. Yeah, I'm about to make some dinner. Not in that really gross dookie noodle pan. My father-in-law made chitlins this past Friday, and I don't know, expects everybody else in the house to be okay with it. Wild, crazy, wacky, downright hilarious. Zoomer, hey. Yeah, I got my car back today, and I'm about to make dinner, as it were. You're pretty, thank you. I most certainly try. Yeah, welcome to the show, y'all. We about to make some dinner. And like a lot of leftovers. I'll be honest, we're doing leftovers today because your boy is tired. But we're making it happen. So I think last week I did like shrimp something. And so we're gonna do that again today. We're gonna revitalize that. Gentrify it a little bit. And then I have like a 3/4 of a pound of salmon, like a good like fillet of salmon. I could do the salmon, or I could do steak, or I could do a tuna steak. I thawed all three of them out because the steak is pretty old, and so is the tuna steak. The salmon's relatively new, and so I figured I'm gonna unthaw all the things that are old because we need to go and get rid of them. Let me turn some motherfucking lights on. So yeah, the steak is pretty small. It's already seasoned. I don't know what I seasoned it with. It looks like some kind of chili something. It smells kind of like it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I might just do a reverse sear. We might just treat it like any regular steak. Then I got the salmon, of course, because we stay eating salmon here, and the tuna steak. She's probably seen better days. And I actually have it like with the label that it came with, because I'm a fucking genius. So yeah, what are y'all thinking? Do you think I should do steak or tuna, or not tuna, steak or salmon? Salmon, steak, steak, salmon. What do y'all think? Because they're both gonna be eaten. They're going to be made within the next either hour or day. It's just a matter of when. And then also I have, I could do this like little rinky dink. I should do steak. Let's do steak. I have this little rinky dink fillet of swai. Yeah, it smells fine. It's a lemon pepper swai from last week. The same time I did the mango pepper swai. I made them at the same time. They're sisters. But yeah, we'll do the steak today. I reached out to somebody on Facebook Marketplace that has some Tefal pans. Your boy's getting some more fucking pans, because I hate this one that's all scuffed up. Scuffed up pan means you have a scuffed up life. Scuffed up life. I'm very much a proponent of what Bill Burr says. If you're scuffed up on the outside, you're scuffed up on the inside. And so I'm trying not to be scuffed up. Hi, artist. Hi. Greetings. Welcome. And so we're gonna reheat this. Oh, it smells really good. Shrimp and zucchini and tomato buttery goodness. We're gonna reheat this and put it on some noodles. Make some nudes. Hi. What is your name? Raimi. Hi, Raimi. Welcome back. Let's see. Am I gonna put it over spaghetti, or am I gonna put it over like just some regular guys. Thank you, artists. Yeah, if y'all like the vibe, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It's not compulsory, but it's definitely appreciated. Cowboy, hey! You're full of sugar today, thanks to me. Great. That is the goal. I am here to nourish your soul. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like them, and I'm glad they got there. Cause yeah, those gummy bears are so good. And I figured like sending the multi-pack would give you a chance to be like, maybe you don't know which one you want. And so you have a pretty good idea of what at least the most common, the usual suspects taste like. But yeah, the Albanese gummies are so good. Like I don't even try to compare them to Haribo. Like maybe Trolley. And it's just because like Trolley is just a different realm of gummy. It's very different from what Haribo is doing. But I feel like the Albanese gummies are like the gummy. It's really good sugar. Absolutely. Spiritual experience. I'm so glad. Speaking of sugar, you're liking the cotton candy hairstyle? Thank you. Yeah, it's quite a bit of hair. It's very long. And absolutely is cotton candy. I didn't even think about that. Like not just the pink, like the various pinks, but also the blue. Like if you have another type of cotton candy, it's often blue if it's not pink. Or like I guess pastel colors. You are welcome, cowboy. Always, always, always. Ugh. Yeah, it still smells like poop. The pan still smells like poop. Super gross. What am I doing? I'm about to make dinner. Yeah, we're making this shrimp stuff that I made last week. It's like a shrimp Alfredo without sauce or without dairy. So it's like buttery. It's more butter forward than it is cream forward because Dig is lactose intolerant. And so I'm going to reheat this and make some noodles to go with it. And then reverse sear this steak because it's not like a whole lot of steak. It's not enough to do like a dish with it. And so we're just going to serve it like it's like, you know, a slab of steak that you just eat with your whatever meal. We gotta ban chitlins in the United States. So yeah, no, I would not hurt me. It still stinks. Yeah, it's like literally right here. I'm not cleaning it. That's above my pay grade. They don't pay me to do that. Use tomato juice. That's probably a good idea. You guys have lactose pills in your house? Yeah, we do. It's just that Dig, because he's been lactose intolerant since like pretty much birth. He doesn't really like cheese and dairy because he never like was indoctrinated. He didn't become one of us. And so he's not like super into creamy, cheesy experiences because he never really had them growing up. The only thing that he likes that is dairy, like heavily dairy that he needs to take pills for are Dairy Queen Blizzards. He will fuck up strawberry cheesecake. Like, and he just recently discovered that they exist. I was like, bitch, I could have told you. I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't because you would have been eating them nonstop. You think you would self-end if you couldn't have cheese? Honestly, I don't know. Kind of same. I feel like I had that same thought about potatoes. I fucking love me some potatoes, and I haven't had any in years. And so I'm thinking like I probably would be okay. I would figure something out, but that shit would hurt. Because there's not really a substitute. And like there's not really a substitute for potatoes either. I mean, you can do sweet potatoes. They're not the same. But they're not nightshades. They are a different brand of potato. A different type of starch. But cheese, Because I replace potatoes with tteokbokki pretty much. Rice cake, stew. It's spicy and delicious, and it almost is like eating a really soupy chili cheese fry. That's what it feels like. But they're like chewy. It's like mochi if it was savory rather than sweet. It's so fucking good. I'm obsessed. I see what you mean. You have lactose issues, but you can't give up on ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. Understandable. Yeah, I think if I spontaneously became lactose intolerant like tomorrow, I'd be suffering for a minute. I would just suffer through it. I would be honest, I would be fucking sick. I'd have the shits. I wouldn't be good. It would not be the good life that I was living. But I would have cheese. And that's all that matters. Cheese makes my world worth living in. And so I would be sick for a minute and maybe like wean myself off of it and eventually stop. Because I'm fairly disciplined. I feel like I could eventually give up cheese. But, oh, it would be rough. It would be hard. You're in Wisconsin. Yeah. Yeah, no. It's everywhere. It's like you are from the cheese capital. Yeah, no, that's no type of life to live. Like I would need to move if I lived in Wisconsin and like spontaneously became lactose intolerant. That shit would hurt. But maybe because y'all are so inundated in cheese, like the cheese culture, maybe like your imitation cheese is pretty good. Maybe, or maybe it's the opposite effect where it's like, no, we only do real cheese here. But I feel like also when like your specialty is this specific thing that you might get real good at making the imitation as well to make everybody feel included in the cheese experience. Imitation cheese is discouraged. Oh my God. We politely but firmly ask them to leave. In the words of Hank Hill. Yeah, I'm moving this. I don't like looking at it. It pisses me the fuck off. Ugh. Were you here when I said that I got some more Tefal pan? Or I reached out to somebody on Facebook Marketplace to get some more Tefal pans. Because I'm not using that. It's not happening. And so there's somebody that's selling like a set of 6 or 7 for $75. That's pretty good. That's really good. Because like you can get 2 for $80 on Amazon. The big sets of 5 are $120, $130 almost. And so getting a set of 7 for $75, that's real good. They actually made migraines illegal in Wisconsin in the 70s, like for real. Your mom hadn't gotten here yet. So you can stay a little longer. Well, feel free to stay, Remy. I am glad that you are here. And when you gotta go, you gotta go. So that's A-okay. How do you say your name? Is it Zeve? I am French. Oh, you know about some cheese. Larry Lamar, hi. You have Pretty American Girls? What do you mean by that? What are you doing with them? Where are you hiding them? Let's put this over here. I don't want to look at it. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like avocado-y today. But like, nah. Say pay is fine to say? Alright. We'll go with that. Alright, let's get some pasta going. Let's get some noodles. Let's make some nudes, y'all. Yeah, we're making nudes on stream. Crazy. Oh, lost connection for a second. I got my car back. My car is looking super shiny and new on one side. You just got here. Okay, we'll see you later, Rami. Yeah, you gotta be careful out there. There are rogue moms prowling the streets, threatening your way of life. Ooh, this smells bad. I actually disrupted the surface tension of this doofy soup sitting on the counter, or on the, what is this little, the mesh thing over the sink. I hit it and it burped up some farts and it was terrible. Yeah, I saw that I cut out. Yeah, and I said at the beginning, or before I cut out, I was like, "Hey, cowboy, did you hear? What did you hear?" I mean, either way, I reset it, so I got my car back, and she looks a-okay. Though I am annoyed because I had to pay for the deductible, and I shouldn't have to do that because the claim is not in my name. Yaku, hi. Greetings, welcome, and thank you. Yeah, the claim is not in my name. We have the same insurance, and I think that's where the issue lies, is that they maybe used the original claim that I had set up to begin with to let my insurance know that I was in an accident, that I was in a hit and run. I think they might have done that or something. I don't know, because well, also for that one, I didn't have a rental car because that claim didn't go forward. It was canceled. And so I don't know what the fuck is going on. And so I called my adjuster for my claim that was canceled. They didn't answer. I called the other adjuster for the other claim that is in the other person's name, and they didn't answer. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to get my car. So I'm just going to pay this $500 to get my car and probably get reimbursed because somebody fucked up somewhere along the way. The accident feels like forever ago now. Yeah, it was literally a month ago. It was on, the 19th. And so it was a month and 2 days. Where do I live? I live in the southeastern United States. Yeah, I'm it's all good. I pay for the deductible with my credit card. So if I have to dispute it, I can dispute it. But I don't think I will have to because the adjuster reached out to me, the adjuster for the actual claim, for the claim that's on my name, reached out to me on my way home and was like, why didn't the collision place send us a bill? And I was like, I don't fucking know. That's not my job. I don't know. They didn't send you the bill though. And I paid for it. I got my car because I don't want to just leave it there. That seems dumb. When I can afford it, it's fine. It is annoying though. And so I'll probably get reimbursed within the next week or so. And I let Dig know because it's a credit card that we share. Yeah, some goober messed up. Somebody messed up. Somebody at the collision place messed up. Yeah, I got my car today. And I got it from Enterprise, or I got the rental car from Enterprise. It was really nice because my insurance has, I guess, contracts with reputable collision repair shops. And they kind of handle everything. I don't have to worry about fucking anything. It's fantastic. And so I was at the collision place. The Enterprise people came and picked me up because that's what Enterprise does. They pick you up, and they took me over, and I got my car. And to drop my car off, I didn't have to go back to Enterprise. I dropped it off at the collision place and got in my car and left, which is so nice. It's super duper nice. And I just can't help but to think that if they partnered with Hertz, it would be a different experience. Because Hertz fucking sucks. Hertz is the worst. Clap those cheeks, gay lady. Hi, off the grid. Greetings. Welcome back. That is the go-to greeting. I love America. Yeah, me too. Yeah, it fucking sucks here. It's not great. Let's see. We're gonna use spaghettis, or we're gonna use Dietary. Should we use these? These are pretty good. These go pretty hard. We're gonna use these. Top tier customer service. Yeah, no. I love Enterprise. I love working with Enterprise. Budget isn't terrible. Like compared to Hertz, budget is pretty great. They do have like hidden fees. That kind of sucks a lot, but their cars work. They're not going to give you a car that has a 9 volts on their battery. So you got to call. You had to change cricket bulk order. Oh, Felix is at the vet today. Oh, he may have some issues. Okay. And needs a full body CT scan. Ooh, shit. That seems pricey. I hope everything is well, because whoo. Hi, yes. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh boy, oh damn. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of the pasta. You know what? No, I'm gonna do these guys. These guys make me comfortable. I don't feel like doing long macaroni. 1,500 for a full. Woo! It's okay. I mean, yeah, you can't spare any expense for the homie. I absolutely understand. But 1,500 is a lot. That's a lot. Like just like with little warning having to pay, that's a lot. But I'm glad that you can afford to. Ooh, because that should be scary. And how are we gonna do? What vegetables do we need to do today? We got vegetables in with the shrimp. So we really don't need to go like crazy on the veg. Man, I want some tteokbokki. Fuck you. Fuck you. This stuff is so good. And it's super spicy and delicious. And especially when it's fresh, they're so chewy. Yeah, this is cold. It needs to be heated up. But it's like chewy, like I'm trying to think of like a dumpling. It's like a dumpling. Yeah, tteokbokki's so good. Do broccoli? We could do broccoli. I actually have like a shit ton of broccoli that I bought it the other day because Dig loves broccoli, so we'll make that happen. Yes, what's up? I'm making dinner. Pretty much, that's it. Making dinner and complaining about insurance after getting in a hit and run. And I super like I can't help but to just absolutely lament. And I've said it to so many people, and I kind of can't stop saying it. I wish, because the person that hit me was like a 22-year-old, and I'm thinking a girl because the name is foreign, but it seems like it might be a girl's name. Um, but they hit me and kept it pushing. And I wish, for the fucking life of me, I wish they had stopped and pulled over, like so fucking bad, because that's so young to have a charge on your record. When it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't that bad. And I get like being scared because it's scary, but it wasn't that bad. And I like honestly, if I had to go through it again, and that meant that they didn't get a charge and that they stayed, I would go through it again, because that could potentially change their life in a way that's just monumental. You just never know the things that like stick with people, or like what dominoes have fallen somewhere along the line that we can't see yet. What food did I take out? This is tteokbokki. It's a Korean rice cake stew. There's also a boiled egg in here. It typically comes with a boiled egg. It has rice cakes, fish cakes. It often will come topped with cheese, but if it's like sitting out, like if you get it from like a place that's like prepared food, they don't put the cheese on there. They'll let you, add your own cheese. But if you buy from a restaurant, you can ask for cheese to be on it. It's so fucking good. And the sauce has gochujang in it, which is fermented chili paste. And I keep that thing on me. I actually bought a new one because I had a small, or a really big, like a small amount of some in a really big container that I kept for like years. I was like, it's about time, because this goes bad in 2027. So like in a year. And I feel like I'm gonna eat this within a year, because like I do be reinvigorating my tteokbokki sometimes when I get an order and I'm like, this is not quite hitting the way I want it to, or like this is a bit old, it's not spicy enough. But I haven't opened this one yet. I also got, this is gochujang and this is samjang. And this is for vegetables. It's like a spicy Korean dipping sauce that I've never had this before. But I hear it's delicious. I'm gonna try some. And I think this is mostly for vegetables. But they can't tell me what to do. I can do fucking anything. So I could dip cereal in this if I wanted to. Fuck you. Ooh. Ooh, it smells dank as fuck. It's definitely fermented. Not sure what it is though. Maybe soybean something? It's browner than the gochujang. And a little saltier. Yeah, what the fuck is in this? It seems like it's like garlic in here. But it doesn't have anything as far as ingredients. Oh, it's on the top. That's why. Yeah, soybean paste is the first ingredient. I can taste it. I can smell it. You is sexy. Thank you, Yas. So, soybean paste, corn syrup. Yeah, no, it's definitely sweet. Mixed seasoning. Red chili powder. Water, salt, garlic, onion. More garlic. MSG. The great equalizer. MSG is so fucking good. It makes things go so hard. And it got a real bad rap from like random scientists that wanted to make a joke about it. And I think it's a little xenophobia tied into the avoidance of it, like the hysteria surrounding it. I don't think it's entirely warranted, especially after like testing it on animals, testing it on the rats, and like the rats got tumors and stuff after they were like force fed a shit ton of it. I feel like anything that you get force fed a ton of it might make you fucking sick. So I don't know. Like being forced to drink a whole bunch of water, eventually you will die. I don't think that's fair to like characterize MSG as being dangerous. It's dangerous if you eat it in mass quantities, just like fucking anything. And I think a lot of like fear mongering, the manufacturing of hysteria is based on seeming official and using people's lack of critical thinking against them, which is unfortunate. Quite unfortunate to see. Though it is cool that like people now are more critical of science-based testing and evidence, because you should be. You absolutely should be. Not every scientist is ethical. Not every experiment is constructed well. Not every graph is informational. Or, like, because, like, oftentimes you'll see graphs without breaks in them to kind of show numbers are inflated way more than they actually are. If it doesn't have a break in it, that's some bullshit. Like, make sure you look at the y and the x-axis when you look at a graph and determine, like, wait, are these numbers, like, are the intervals good? Do they make sense? Because if it's between 1 and 100 and we're going by intervals of, like, you should go by intervals of 20 if it's 1 and 100. If it's from 1 to 1,000, it shouldn't be like intervals of 5. Like, just like, think about it critically. When you see a graph, does it make sense? Is there like a shit ton of space where there should be maybe something? Like, because maybe they're trying to hide something from you in the way that they're presenting the information. Because, like, information can lie. Absolutely, yes. And so can, like, recorded information, which is a lot more difficult to explain to people. But, like, you can't really rely on everything you see being what it is explained to you. Sometimes you have to think critically. And it's a lot easier to have someone think for you. It's a lot more comfortable. And then when you're wrong, you have to take accountability for it instead of turning around and pointing the blame at someone else. Understandable. It sucks to be wrong. But I think it sucks even more not to use your mind. Not to have your own opinions based on your own thoughts. And when you're brought with information to the contrary of what you believe, being open-minded enough, being humble enough to accept that you're wrong. Because that's literally all science is trial and error. And I think we've come away from that. We all want to be right. We all want to have, like, that spicy ass take. And sometimes shit is just boring. And it's okay for shit to be boring. I would like for things to be more boring. A lot less sensational. Like, earlier today, I saw a post about the amount of transphobia that's kind of been, I don't know, like manufactured. It feels like it's been manufactured. Like not all of it, because it definitely was there to begin with, but I think a lot of it is just fear mongering. Because a lot of the people that are targeted by transphobic people, people that are like the transvestigators, a lot of those people are cis people. It hurts a lot of cis people because there's not that many trans people. Like when we talk about the 1%, trans people are 1% of the population in the United States. 1% And I would wager that it's probably less in the rest of the world because we don't, as humanity, don't see trans people as people. And so in less developed nations, I would suspect there's a lot less out trans people. Or even trans people that have been allowed to acknowledge their transness. Or even be aware of their transness. There's a lot of people out there killing themselves, thinking there's something monumentally wrong with them, and they don't even know what being trans is. And that's fucking sad. Because a lot of people will say, like, it's a mental illness. There's something wrong with you. It's like, no. The thing that's wrong with me is the conditioning society has crammed down my fucking throat to make me think that I'm a piece of shit. That I am not worth, like, my life is not worth even, like, just having. Like, my existence is worthless. In, like, almost negative worth. And by virtue of my negative worth, I am taking away from everyone that I am around. And that's the mental illness. That's why so many trans people are sick. It's not the transness that's making them sick. It's their surroundings. It's the judgmentalness. It's the lack of self-disclosure. It's the prompting you to ignore who you are and to see everything outside of the mainstream as inherently bad. Because it's not. It's not. And I think the more readily we're able to accept that, I mean, quicker it's going to become mainstream and just be boring. Because it is boring. Being a trans person is fucking boring. I do the exact same shit that anyone else does. I'm making dinner right now. Like, I have IBS. I have poop days. I have to encourage myself to poop. God bless. Thank you. But yeah, I just get a little defensive when it comes to hating trans people and transvestigation, just because it hurts mostly cis people. Because anybody that's not exactly like what a man's supposed to look like or what a woman's supposed to look like is automatically thought of as being trans or has an agenda that they're trying to push forward. It's really weird. And it seems like, I don't know, there's just a lot of paranoia from maybe maggots? Maybe it's those people? I don't know. I don't know exactly who it is. But, yeah, hate crimes have gone up. And the majority of the people that are getting fucked up, that are getting, like, pulled aside and acting like they're the problem, it's a lot of cis people. It's a lot of people that aren't trans, because there's not that many trans people that exist. Are cis and trans allies? I mean, you can be a cis person and be an ally. And you can be a trans person and not be an ally. You can be a trans person that hates other trans people. That's possible. It's just like how being like a black person that hates other black people, it works the exact same way. There's trans people that don't accept non-binary people. They don't think they're actually trans. Or gender fluid people. It's the same. Like, we're You have a black person that's like, well, you're mixed, you're half white, or you're half Asian, you're half whatever. That doesn't mean you're actually black. I'm like, well, come on now. A nigga anywhere else. Like, if they look like they could possibly be perceived as black, they're black to me. Because if a white person sees them, like if a fucking member of the KKK sees them and it's lynching time, then they're black. My favorite trans on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Very appreciative. Yeah, I'm sorry for the soapbox. It's just, I saw this shit earlier today and I was like, you know what? Let me just step up on here and yell it off for a little bit. Alright, let's get some salt in these nudes. Salt in the nudes. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. I love tossing the shit in my pan. Makes me feel like I'm doing something phenomenal when I'm literally just mixing without a spoon because I'm lazy. That's al dente. It could go a little bit longer. Bipolar. Are you bipolar? If so, welcome. If not, welcome. Yeah, I was diagnosed bipolar when I was 15. Or diagnosed. I went to a psychiatrist after I tried to self-exit, and they required me to take medicine. And my mom, bless her heart, was obsessed with having a fucking answer. She needed to know what was wrong with her kid. And so she pushed and prodded and pressed the psychiatrist to tell her my diagnosis. Only, I didn't take a single fucking test. Yeah, I never took a test. I never had, like, any kind of metrics done. And so, it kind of just sucks to be put into this box that I don't fucking fit into, that isn't my experience, from, like, age 15. And to go on this path that's, like, entirely not the path that I needed to be on. Because in order to get out of inpatient, you have to get medication. They have to put you on medication. If you're a minor, something like that. But it's really just a nickname. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get whisked away on tangents when I see something pertaining to my experience, as you can see. But I remember having to take, I think my first medication was Prozac. And a thing that they don't tell you. And a thing, I mean, my mom couldn't have known. I mean, she could have maybe looked into it. I think she could have benefited from looking into it, especially because she had a son diagnosed autistic at age 2, to maybe look into whether or not her other kid is autistic. And one of the major symptoms of autism is weird responses to medication. And so I was taking an antidepressant, but it was making me bug the fuck out. And so the doctor saw me bugging and was like, oh, well, you're really depressed. You actually tried to attempt suicide, but right now you're acting real fucking manic. So you must be bipolar. But it was because I was responding poorly to the medicine that I was given that I had that response. Because I'm pretty depressed all the time. I don't think there's never a time where I don't want to exist. And I wasn't able to relay that to the psychiatrist. He didn't quite understand. And it just sucks to be like shunted onto this path that like so much could be helped if somebody listened to me rather than my mom. Ooh, that's delicious. Oh man. Yeah, that's really good. Do I have spinach? I don't think I have spinach. Damn, it'd be nice if I had spinach to put in here, because like there's spinach in here already, but to like kind of refresh the dish, if I had some, it would go hard. Let's see if this pasta is anywhere near where I want it to be. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna get to some tteokbokki, y'all. We're gonna make that happen. I need a spoon. Can I have a plate? Hell yeah! Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. I saw the, if you look at my, community tab, I have pictures of my meals. I still have some chicken from yesterday. We can set you aside a plate. I would love to do that. Because like that's literally my thing. Is feeding people. I love doing that shit. And it's probably a little bit because I like food. I like the concept of food. I'm not a super fan of consuming it. Or maybe metabolizing it. Having it add to me. Your boy's got problems. You think doctors are still evolving? Super close to having a perfect medicines and treatments? Do you think? I don't know. Or maybe we have real good treatments, pretty good medications, but the way that the access to it isn't great. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are they're struggling. There's a lot of medical misogyny, medical racism, just widely held, entirely fabricated and wrong conclusions that are like kind of socially prescribed. Like I was talking about earlier when we're talking about looking at studies and seeing like, hold up, so who did this study? Is this from somebody that was like fucking into eugenics? Because maybe that was like the thrust of why they did the study. And so maybe they did it with the bias in mind. I feel like there's a lot of bias within medicine and psychiatry, and psychology. I have a hard time treating people. It's the human part that's the problem. It's not the medical part. It's not the treatments or the medications. It's the people. That's the problem. Because there's like a lot of life-saving stuff out there. But it's the people that make it inaccessible. Whether it's pharmaceutical companies making their medications too fucking expensive for people to have access to, or doctors just not listening to their patients or disregarding the things that they're saying. It's the people part that I just like. That's why I have such a hard time not being a fucking misanthrope. I have such a hard time. Because, like, it seems like all the parts of existing that are mired in and categorized by suffering are because of people. And I have a hard time seeing past that and seeing, like, the loveliness of humanity. And that's on me. That's my problem. Because there's certainly ups. There's certainly pros. There's certainly positive parts of being a person and existing within a society. There are. It's just, it's hard for me to see it through all the bad. Because there's so much bad. And like, so much good that can be turned bad really easily. By just like a slight shift in the parameters, a slight shift in the ingredients, you can turn something that was meant to be good into something fucking evil. I'll probably have like 2 bites of this because I really shouldn't be eating food. Really shouldn't be eating food. And also, I don't want to like entirely pull back, but like medicine is still kind of not great. Like there are some medicines that, well, I guess that's also the people part. There are some medicines that should not exist, that shouldn't be around, or regulations that we should have for like what is it? Cipro. Cipro shouldn't be given to people unless they might die. Like you shouldn't be giving people, because I know it's like an antibacterial for anthrax. It's useful for that. And anthrax will fuck you up. You do not want anthrax. So I understand the cost benefit analysis between having what it does is like infects your nervous system and you die. Literally it. Like some people are just in pain all the time after taking Cipro, or they never sleep. They never sleep and then they die. And so it's used for people when they have UTIs that are reoccurring and a problem. But that should be the final fucking solution. Maybe not use that term. That should be the last straw. That like we've exhausted all other options and now we're using the Cipro because there's nothing else we can do. Because I don't know. That should be behind several layers of like red tape prescribing someone Cipro for a UTI. We shouldn't be hearing about people getting flocks. Like, that's so fucked up. And that happened like last year. There was a lady that had a UTI and was prescribed Cipro. And I don't know if she died yet, but she was on her way. And this is really, really sad. Because you don't feel great after taking it, but it gets worse quickly. And then you just suffer for a really long time. Because they'll try to keep you alive. And they're able to for a minute, but you're in pain the entire time. You may not live long enough to see a perfected system. No, absolutely not. Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, not to be like doom and gloom, like a Debbie Downer, but like, yeah, no, it's not. And I don't know if there's like power in that or comfort in that. But the thought that maybe that it will be perfected, it's a nice thought. And I mean, we are in a place where in the past, someone would see what we have and say like, oh, they've perfected it. So you at least have that in mind. You can definitely take up the offer for that plate. All right, let's go. Do you see pictures of my food? Because I love doing presentation. That shit is so much fun. I probably should like try going to like school, like culinary school, or maybe pastry chef school, perhaps. Though if I go back to school, I feel like I probably should become an epidemiologist. Like I should go ahead and get the master's for my bachelor's degree. Like just complete the set. Oh, hell yeah, she's bubbling. Would it be epidemiology? Maybe just environmental science. Because that's a lot more fun. Maybe toxicology? I like toxicology. But then I have to do more chemistry. Not that I hate chemistry. It's just the bitch gets stressed. And organic chemistry was so hard. It was so hard. And I took it over a summer. Well, I took organic chemistry 1 during the spring semester, and then organic chemistry 2 over the summer. That was a fucking mistake. It was so quick. I didn't even have time to realize like how much I was failing, like how bad I was doing. And I didn't fail. Of course I didn't fail, but it was so stressful. It was horrible. Yeah, oh my God. What do I need? Chopsticks. That's why I came out here. My chopsticks are over here. Right where I left them. We stay using chopsticks. Ooh, Dig asked me to put a Pepsi in the freezer. Let's make that happen. Let's see what time it is. 5:22? Okay. So yeah, he might be getting off work around now-ish. Let's hope. Man, Taco Bell's so good. It's super duper soft. Also, the bowl is hot. It's ridiculously hot. Ah! But yeah, this is what it looks like with the cheese. With the crack. Mmm. It's so soft. It's so good. It really has no business being that good. And I've wanted to make some, like from scratch, for the longest time. And I actually have a mochi machine under the table. It's pretty much a bread machine with like some alterations. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's very close to a bread machine. It moves the stuff a bit more because mochi needs to be like jostled about. Crack and heroin put together. Hell yes. Because like, while the rice cakes are good, the part of it that's like heroin, because like the cheese is crack. Cheese is definitely crack. The part of the rice cake that's like heroin, I feel like, because it's more of a visceral experience, is the texture. The texture of the rice cake is so, like, the dopamine hit that you get from this texture is so real. While the cheese is like, you're firing all cylinders. It can be overstimulating, similar to crack, at least for me, but it's just the texture of the rice cake that's like the euphoric part. And the sauce is good too. I don't know what drug the sauce is, but it's it looks great. Oh man, I am so pleased that you have taste. Yeah, it's really good with some green onions. I have some. I think I got some yesterday. We might throw some on there. The cheese is not hot enough. It's not melty enough. Because like, it's shredded cheese and it still has like its shape up here. We need it to be super ultra melty. Mmm. He said it looks like anal? What do you mean? Yeah, I need to know what you mean by that, Zoomer. That is a wild statement to make about a cheese and starches. Okay, let's I'm gonna get my tablet. Looks like anal goes crazy. It sure does. In the bathroom, because I used it to wash Stranger Things. Yeah, so I'm gonna check to see what Dig is saying. But first, let's preheat the oven. Oh, he did send me a text. So let me see. We'll preheat to 300. And probably leave the steak in there for like, what? Not even 10 minutes. Maybe 8. Or maybe, let's talk about the temperature rather than the time. We'll let it get up to 120 and then take it out and sear it on the stove till it hits 145. Yeah, this is my spot. I actually don't really sit here all that often when I'm on live, but this is like literally where I sit when me and Dig watch stuff. And I'm thinking about, I've been watching videos about creepypastas. I'm thinking about writing something, like a short story about something horrific that crawls in the walls. Okay, so he left at 5 o'clock. All right. So that usually means that he will be here. He left at 5, or he's on the train at 5. Within the next 20 minutes, I need to be done. You stopped eating bok choy? It made your belly spasm? Yeah, no, you'll definitely read that. Well, thank you. Bipolar? Thank you. I do write, I have written fanfics. They're not as interesting as like the more horrific things that I think about. Because I haven't really written prose, like horror prose. I've written like one thing, and it was about it was called Hagridden. It was about sleep paralysis. But I haven't written a whole lot in that realm, and it's fun because I absolutely love Stephen King. Like grew up on Stephen King. My mom is a librarian, and when I was a kid, we stayed in the library. That's where we lived. And so I love books, and I like the thought of writing stuff. I just don't feel like I can coalesce my thoughts well enough to make that happen. But I do write, and I do recite stuff on my channel. I should probably recite some more stuff because I have a lot of stuff like backlogged. Like it's just that it's mostly essays and poems. I don't really have prose. And the prose that I do have are romance, which is crazy to think that like a person that's super doom and gloom that likes bizarre shit, like not just horror, but like splatterpunk, like horrific gratuity for the sake of gratuity. I mean, I'm not like big into like just gratuitous violence just because, but I do like gratuitous shit that has a message behind it. So like Martyrs, where this girl is like flayed alive. I fucks with the message behind that movie is so poignant to me. It's such a fucking cool idea. And I won't like spoil it, but there is a girl that's flayed alive, and it's horrifying. And the most like diabolically existential dreadfully wonderful way. Because yeah, I do have a lot of issues with like the meaninglessness of existing in an uncaring universe. And I do very much like gravitate to cosmic horror because of that. And I could understand it being repugnant to some. Like I was explaining it to my dad, and my dad's like, well, that's horrible. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And I love it. And so it's just really interesting to see like different types of people and how their experiences, they could have the exact same set of experiences and have a totally different response to trauma. That's just very interesting to me. It's the human part. But yeah, I think I will write something because I was watching Stranger Things earlier today, and I was in the tub, and this house is old and horrible. I fucking hate it here. It's the goddamn worst. And there's things in the walls that make sounds. And I feel like it would be a really fun concept. And this is like a real thing that I go through, like not every day, but pretty often, especially during the cold months because things get inside the house because we live right next to the woods, where you're walking down the hall and you hear something skitter. And you hear something like that. It's moving. It's moving when you move, and you stop moving. You hear it for a second. That shit's fucking terrifying. It's really scary. And I think I would like to incorporate that into a story. Or squirrels for sure. Yeah, no, they're not. I wish. Yeah, we've seen them. They are, well, definitely rodents. But unfortunately not squirrels. And I actually have a video of one that got in my room. It was pretty motherfucking scary. And it's not something that I super duper talk about on live just because, like, people are fucking mean. They're mean. They're mean about it. And it's like, oh, you live in squalor. I'm like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And I hate every fucking second of it. And there's a certain amount of trauma in being in a house where there's things that are alive that you don't have dominion over. There's a lot of trauma in that. And I don't know if the other inhabitants of this house that I live with, maybe they're blind to it. Trauma blind? Is that a thing? Calloused? It's like with the chitlins, where like the house smelled like shit and nobody else cared because they were nose blind to it, I guess. For me, it was fucking horrible and I had to leave. I actually like left the house and went to my parents' house early because I was gonna go to celebrate my brother's birthday on Friday or on Saturday. No, on Sunday. I was gonna go on Sunday. We were celebrating it on Sunday, but it happened on Saturday. And I was like, well, since nobody's gonna be home, let me go ahead and come on Sunday. And instead of that, because Dig's dad made chitlins, I was like, bitch, well, fuck it, we'll do it live. I don't want to fucking be here. I feel sick. Let's go. Absolutely love this channel. I hate I have to go. It's all good. I'll be back, and I have like tons of videos that you can go through. If you look at my playlist, look at mouth words. That's like me reciting stuff, and I find that that's like the best way to understand me in like a poetic way. Yeah, mouth words is really it's like fun also and not so depressing, but it is also a little depressing because I'm depressed all the time. But you know, what do you call that? What do you call being like callous to trauma? Desensitized? I feel like that's the word. They're desensitized to living here, to the horrors of the biodiversity that this house is mired in. Yeah, this is a horrible place. 4 out of 10, do not recommend. I mean, it's definitely like it's a roof over my head. So I can't say like it's the worst place to possibly be, but it's not great. A lack of awareness or desensitization? Both. Yeah. They've been desensitized to it, but they're also not aware of it because they've been desensitized to it. It's like being repeatedly burned by something. Like I have chef fingers. So I put my hands into hot shit because I repeatedly put myself under this trauma. It's trauma. Burning yourself is traumatic to your body, and eventually I don't feel it so much. I'm not aware of it. And so it's a bit of both. And it can be a little bit of willful unawareness, where it's like you're overreacting to this experience because you're freaking out because there's a rat in your room. When I've had rats in my room before and I'm fine, I'm like, well, I'm not you, bitch. Do I look like you? Is my name Dig? I didn't fucking think so. Yeah, it's also a grave lack of empathy and not so much like, what am I trying to say? Unaware that the experience is bad, but like saying like you should also suffer a little bit. It feels a little bit like that, where it's like, this isn't the half of it. Welcome to my world, kind of like bullshit. Like maybe if you did this for another 10 years, you would be on the same level as me in pain. I'm like, oh, well, that's okay. That helps no one. And then I feel like to express the things that I've gone through, the things that are like bothering me, I have to use it. I have to say it in terms that he understands. And that's in terms of comparison. Like, otherwise, my experience is meaningless. But yeah, I fucking hate it here. And that's mostly the reason. It's like, this place sucks. There's not a single part. Yeah, I definitely wish it was squirrels too. Not that like it's much different. Yeah, because like if there were squirrels, they'd probably be more prone to climbing things, and so they'd be on the tables and shit. And it's not like squirrels are like super duper clean compared to rats. Like what's the difference? There's a stink bug in here. Speaking of biodiversity, welcome to the show. And like, that's like the least of my worries. Those are really easy to deal with. I mean, they're super duper annoying. But on the list of things that I hate about this place, no, they're pretty high up there. I'm lying. I fucking hate them too. So I'll be happy when we're able to get out of here. Because it does feel like a prison. It does feel like a trap. Hey! Hold up. Do I know you? Are you new here? I can't. It won't let me. Oh yeah, no, you seem new here. Oop, I don't want to end streaming. I just want to back out of here. How do I say your names? Can I just call you Monk? Like the show with the guy that has OCD. Not a fan of Monk, actually. Though I did like 13 Ghosts. That movie went hard. 13 Ghosts and Ghost Ship. Both those movies are really fun. And that's literally the director's only movies. He only has 2. Okay, so we'll set the pasta aside. We'll put it in another container. And then make the broccoli in here. Genius. Man, have you guys seen news about what is it? Age of Scorpius? The author's name is Milo, and he was male to female, trans, and then detransitioned. And so he wrote this book from like when he was like a little kid and got insane buzz about it, about like the world, the universe, getting people super duper interested in it. And I don't know, like maybe it was like an overestimation of his own abilities. Don't know how exactly the disconnect happened, but the book is garbage. And it's really sad because it seems like he just put so much work, like so much blood, sweat, and tears into it, and he's fantastic at marketing himself and marketing his story. He got people fucking into it. Because like Dig was telling me about it yesterday, and I was like, oh, so it was like a TikTok person that decided to write a book. It's like, no. He started his TikTok about his fucking book and got people super ultra motherfucking excited about reading this book because it's eventually coming. It's coming. I'm writing it. It's coming. And I've been writing it for fucking ever. And it's just crazy to like run into people that are so self-assured, that is so, like so confident in their abilities. They call themselves masters. He called himself a fucking master. Because he used the model 10,000 hours of whatever practice makes you a master. I'm like, again, let's come back to my drama teacher saying perfect practice makes perfect, not just practice. If you're practicing imperfectly, if you're practicing in a fucking vacuum, then maybe your practice isn't as good as a master's practice because you kind of need some feedback. You kind of need somebody outside of yourself to build yourself. Unfortunately, whether it's through reading other people's works and incorporating it that way, like you're just really good at integrating information, but usually you need another fucking person like to actually look at it and tell you like, no, this, and this are wrong. And so let's see what you said. You know how to get rid of indigestion? Oh, infestation. Why did I think indigestion? I was thinking of bok choy. Infestation. It begins with banning chitlins. God bless. Thank you, Zoomer. It does. It sure the fuck does. You are correct, good sir. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I love a pan that I can put in the oven. Okay. You know what? No. It's already been seasoned. I don't know with what though. So I'll season it before I put it on the before I sear it. Essentially keep all food, spices, edibles in the fridge behind sold doors. Yeah, absolutely. Mop floors daily, and yeah, keep the dehumidifiers running. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to do that. It'd be nice. It would be nice. But I'd be the only person doing it. Like when you have bed bugs, when I got bed bugs back in fucking 2019, I stayed in a Airbnb, and I was the only person out of my group of friends that came back home with fucking bed bugs, and I was the only person picking up like all the clothes and washing them, taking them to the dry cleaners to like zap these bugs dead. I was the only one that cared. I was the only one that was doing anything, because everyone else was getting bitten, but their bites weren't showing up. I was the only person whose bites were showing up. And so it was like not my problem. Which that just sucks. It sucks. It sucks to feel like you're not being listened to. I remember asking Dig, like, hey, would you like to help me wash these clothes? And he said no. And I was like, I was just being fucking nice. I was asking you if you would like to help me because this is fucking hard and I need help. Are you kidding me? What a fucking asshole. I'm washing your clothes. It's not even like I'm washing mine. I'm washing your clothes. I'm picking up your clothes and taking them to the dry cleaner. And I have like bags and bags, like big old, not regular garbage bags, but like the garbage bags you use for leaves worth of clothes. And I'm struggling. My parents had to come from like almost an hour away to help me because my husband would not help me. True Brit, hi. Is that supposed to be like True Grit? But whiny? I'm here for it. Yeah, I tend to gravitate towards my Brit subs and viewers because they're just a lot more chill. Especially like just strangers. It's achievable. It's absolutely achievable. But not by myself. And I don't have help. Because we've had an exterminator come and like seal up all the holes and stuff. And put traps down and all that shit. I didn't get help there either. Like I got like a pantry thing. Because we have like a lot of, not perishables, but like stuff like snack stuff. And I got these like expensive ass pantries. I'll show you. They're like little cabinets that you can put stuff in on top, and then also through like the cabinet part. And they cost $200. And I remember getting them and having the box sitting in the area I was just in the kitchen area, or not the kitchen, but the dining room, living room area. And I had bought 4 of them for $200. They're really expensive because they're like collapsible. They're really nice, but they're also very fucking expensive. And I wanted to make sure that I got something that they couldn't get into. And so I got in these expensive ass little cubby things, and I look at the box and I only have 3. And I'm like, where's the 4th one? And it ends up, Dig's dad just took it. He stole it. He decided it was his. And that was the moment I was like, oh, I'm in this by myself entirely. Cool. Good to know. That's crazy. Just stealing people's shit. Because it's in my house, it's mine. Can't wait to get out of here. This place is a fucking nightmare. God, I'm a negative Nancy today. I apologize because I really don't want to be negative. But I also want to like coalesce my thoughts, the negative thoughts, into something creative. And I think it would be good to have it centered around this experience here and this fucking nightmare place. Alright, let's see what the tip is at. Mm, 100. Alright. You hear that dog whimpering? I bet it's going through it. Okay, we're at almost 110. I want to get up to 120 before I actually do the sear. You've been fighting roaches and squirrels all your life? I've been fighting all my life. You're an expert nowadays? Wow. Well, that's actually kind of commendable. Because that's a hard thing to get rid of. It's like first you have to like acknowledge like, yeah, no, this is a problem and it's something that I need to address. And that's like probably the hardest part, is acknowledging that there's a problem. And once you can do that, it's just a matter of how. Like, how much effort are you willing to put forth to get it done? For the people in my general vicinity, I'll be honest. The number is low. It's not much. And so I'm kind of just working on autopilot. A little bit holding my breath until I'm somewhere else. I can start fresh and like avoid having the problems to begin with. And that might be a bit of the copium, but I mean, sometimes you just gotta cope. Yeah, when shit's not dope, sometimes you gotta fucking cope. And sometimes that entails accepting that things aren't gonna get better until you go somewhere else. You gotta leave. And I gotta leave. Folks get back on mopping. Ooh, yeah. And I would love, I would not love to mop in here. Is this live? Yeah. Of course it is. Welcome. Are we rolling? Yeah, we are live. Also, hi, Mr. Q. Greetings. Welcome. I'm making some shrimp pasta. It's like a buttery, garlicky situation. And then we're gonna make some broccoli and fry up a steak, but like a little baby steak. There's always sugar and chips on the floor. Bitch, listen. Yeah, same. But like the floors here are so bad that you kind of need like a professional cleaner to come through and like do a deep cleaning, like not just like shampooing, like do a fucking a professional thing. Things are like ground in. It's bad, and the floor is warped because like people don't be cleaning up water when it spills. Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. It's bad here. A steam clean, like a few. And I remember having a time where I was like, really gung ho, like not depressed about it. But eventually you run out of that energy and you're just existing. And that's where I'm at. I've been existing for a minute. At least 8 years. Because it was probably like 2 years in that I was like, oh no, this is pointless. Okay. So the steak is at a cool 120. So we're gonna take it off the heat and then reheat the. Let me go ahead and cut out this broccoli first. But then we're gonna reheat the pan and sear the fuck out of this steak. It's gonna be great. Brock. It's Brock o'clock. Damn. Where'd the broccoli go? Sure don't know. Because like underneath all these cabinets, like they've eaten underneath here. And so sometimes things will fall and they disappear because they've gone under the cabinet into the great beyond. So let me see if I can find this fucking piece of broccoli. Yeah, no, she's gone. She's in the great beyond. Damn. And also, I got a shirt on. Because last time I got splashed with grease, I was wearing like pretty much like a, not just a crop top, but like a super small top. So yeah, let's out. steam up this broccoli a little bit, and then throw some of the 12, is it 12 or 17 herbs and spices? And get it going. Alright, then we can take this steak that is literally like 120 degrees. It's cold almost. We get this pan. Ooh. Though, the handle of the skillet is actually still pretty hot. Like hot enough when you touch it, you're like, oh, I probably shouldn't be touching that. Yeah, it's not hot enough where like, it's burny, but it's like, oh, this is hot. So yeah, let's have this up on high. Let's check the temperature one more time before we throw this on the heat. So yeah, it's at 130. So it's gone up a little bit. Oop, it's at 140. So the sear is going to be real quick. We're going to have the heat go as high as we can get it because the internal temperature of the steak is at where it needs to be. So let me get some salt and pepper on here. Pepper. Salt. Look how beautifully green this broccoli is. Like once you blanched it, oh, I love a blanched brock. The spiders and all the ants disappear. Man, I fucks with the spider. I like spiders, to be honest. As far as like pests go, I don't really even consider a spider a pest because they're literally just vibing. Like I mean, I could understand if you have like an infestation. That's not as hot as I want it to be. Of spiders, but like for me personally, I love me a spider. Snakes, on the other hand, I don't know about them. Yeah, they seem annoying because they be getting mad for no damn reason, other than like you're in their vicinity. And spiders do get mad too, but they're trying to avoid you. Snakes are trying to avoid you as well, but they're a lot bigger, and it's a little more difficult for them to avoid you. There we go. Alright. Let's turn this bitch over. Beautiful. Yeah. Ooh, spilled some of the juice. Oh, that's good. And I love me a brock. Broccoli's so good. Let's get this off the pan. Let's get our tiny little baby tongs. Oh. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Got a little bit of a char on that steak because it like seized up a little bit, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. Ooh, you know what we have? Oh, bitch. Remember when I made the ribeye? I made some compound butter. And we still have more. Oh, shit. Genius shit. Oh, this is so good. It's literally like some motherfucking oil, like olive oil, butter, basil, salt, pepper, and lemon. It's so good. It's like, I could eat this with a spoon. I won't, but like, I could. It's so good. Oh, this is fat. It's all good. We don't even need that part of the steak. This is the part that was burnt, but it's like literally all fat. Let's get a piece of broccoli and see what she's tasting like. Not quite there. I'll put a little bit of the lemon pepper. Oh, you know what? Let's do lemon pepper. Lemon pepper's good. It's like beef stock can have a little bit of like bitterness to it. And the lemon pepper helps to like combat that, like a little bit. Or it's got like a similar bitterness, but it's like, it takes it in another direction. It distracts your mind. Made butter at home and it was weird and amazing. That's the best type. Oh man, that's inspiring. That's the way to do it. 100% yes. Couldn't agree more. Whatever you do, just make sure it's weird and amazing. The only caveat. So this is the last garlic knot. So we'll pop her in and finish the broccoli, and I'll heat up the sauce for the pasta. Oh, I guess Mr. Hugh, you don't know what we're making. I have a steak, and I guess it's kind of like a surf and turf situation we got going, and made this like shrimp scampi like dish from last week. We're gonna reinvigorate it because it's looking not 100%. It's looking drab, so we're gonna make this bitch fab. And we have the Dietary that we're gonna put it on top of. So, what plate are we gonna use? We're gonna use the red and blacks because I love them and they're beautiful. It's beautiful to handle. Yeah, listen. These filled me with so much joy. Like the OCD is just thriving. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The critters are mostly attracted to fats left over in pans. Yeah, I've never seen one on the counter, but I wouldn't be surprised if they got up here. Frying oil in the pan for multiple days. Yeah, we don't do that. We're not that bad. Like, I won't let you just leave oil in the pan for days. Yeah, no. We're bad, but not that bad. All right, let me throw this in the oven. Get her nice and toasty. I'm gonna cut up this steak, throw it on a plate. Don't touch that soup pan. What soup pan? What are we talking about? Do you mean the dookie noodle pan? It's right there. I'm not touching it. Don't worry. Yeah, I have to wait. Like, I don't think I'll, like, throw it away. Like, I'll never use it again. But I'm gonna wait for a few uses before I use that because like I fucking hate chitlins. Chitlins. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. Yeah, it's not a it's a saucepan, not a soup pan. Or it's just a pan. Like it's a frying pan. It's like a small frying pan. Gotta wait 14 business days. Hell yeah. Absolutely no, I tend to agree. I think that's the right time. 14 business days. 2 cool ass business weeks. Ooh, this is looking real motherfucking rare. Way rarer than I care to allow to be written on something that I've made. Let's throw this back in the pan. It hit 140, but that's pink. Which like I would eat this because I'm here for a rare steak, but this is rare. It's not medium. I love me a rare steak though. I'll fuck up a rare steak. But this steak is not for me. And we can't treat all experiences like they're our own. Have to be considerate of others and their preferences. And this is not the preference of my husband. Alright, I think the broth is brocked. So we'll have the steak go. You know what? Do I have a toothpick? Hell yeah. 2 stickers or 3. It's like, this is hot. Stick a toothpick through like a few of these layers so that when I flip it, I can just flip it and I don't have to worry about like the other pieces flying off. Ouch, this is hot. Let me take it off the heat for a second. Okay, we're good. So I stuck a toothpick in there, so now all the pieces that I cut are uniform. They stay together and like they won't seize up, like because when you cut like a piece of steak and then cook it like on either side, like the cut part, it'll be smaller than the part like you try to like. How am I trying to say this? When you take a piece of steak and you take a little piece off, like you cut a piece off, and then cook that by itself, away from the big piece. When you bring the little piece back, the space that it occupies is going to be smaller than the space it originally occupied, because it will have cooked and gotten a little smaller, is what I'm trying to say. And when you have the pieces all together, they're less likely to like shrivel up as bad. Alright. Let's flip this bitch. I'm gonna flip this bitch. I'm going numb. They don't care no more. I've what enough? I think I could make a steak now. Oh, you watched me enough? Or I've made steak for y'all enough? You now feel comfortable in your ability? That's fucking inspiring. That's like literally all I could dream of doing for anybody. Is making them feel capable? That's like the best gift you can give anyone. The gift of knowledge? I am humbled. If that's what you were saying. It's fairly close to being medium. I probably just needed a couple more minutes. Not even on either side, just a couple more minutes. You'll make some soon? Yeah, post it on my community tab. Post that shit. I want to see it. If it sounds like a threat, it's probably because it is. All right, Dig is home, and so I'm going to heat this stuff up and finish cutting up the steak and show y'all the final plate, and then head the fuck out.
Hi, y'all.
He said hi to y'all. Let's get a little bit of this guy. Lay sauce. Hell yes. Okay. Yeah, the steak needs to rest for like a minute. And then we'll cut her up. And we can put some broccoli on the plate. What were we doing? Hello? Hi, D Worthy. I saw you. Zoomer, are you heading out? I'll see you later. You want broccoli on this plate? Yeah, broccoli's going here. And then we'll put a roll on like its own separate little maybe plate, maybe a napkin. Did I take the toothpick out? I did. Yeah. Ooh. Really? That's what I deserve. All right. Let's toss that aside. And then use the compound butter. Because we might as well use it since we got it. Ooh. Oh, damn it. All right. I'll check this shit out, man. I feel like the steak is hot enough to heat it up. Oh man, yeah, that's delicious. That's so motherfucking good. That has no business being that good. I'm gonna scrape some of this off. She's awfully brown. And while we're black, we don't like our bread black. Okay. I think I'll just cut it off. This pisses me off. Yeah, let's just de-knot. This part of the knot. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it'll all go on one plate. Looking good. Looking great. That looks a lot better. Now that the sauce is like melted. And I'm gonna keep it. Okay. So yeah, we're T-minus 20 seconds for the final plate. This is about to be beautiful, y'all. So excited. Pork. There we go. Positively magnificent. And y'all can't see that. So we got like a shrimp scampi with like vegetables and steak with compound butter and broccoli in the roll. And a roll. But yeah, now that I'm done, I appreciate y'all joining me today. I'm glad to have my car back, even though I had to pay $500 that I didn't know. But I got my car back, so that's what counts. And we'll probably get reimbursed. We'll definitely get reimbursed, but like, definitely. But yeah, thanks for joining me again. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Deuces.